Guys, we rehearsed this. It's Quack. There's been a little bit of change here at spawn, but that's just kind of the way things go. If we take a quick look, yeah, all the portals, they're gone. We've got the RF Tools teleporter here with the dialer, which is very nice, and we got that thing. This is our portal hub, so let's go take a look. Here is the portal hub that connects us to World Spawn, and I'm going to go out and take a quick look. This is what Nepo set up as our World Spawn, or our portal hub that we connected to from World Spawn. And you can see there's some portals set up in here, and lots and lots and lots of spots available for others. So this is what we've got going on here. Very, very cool. And there's a little workspace up in there to get items and whatnots. So let's come in here. Yeah, a bunch of these places you've seen before, but this is new. Lots of red. I wonder what it could be. Well, I know what it is. There we go. It's Blood Magic Area. Let's jump up and take a quick look. I figure, why do one blood magic altar when you can do 4? So, yep, here we have the altars set up, ready for people. There's mine in the gold yellow, and Rhinook is green, and Mekle is blue, and Nepokama is black. So we went ahead and originally when I set these up, I didn't put the beacons in, and then I realized, hey, we can put the beacons in even though I haven't done anything here. Rhinook, don't know what green metal she wants for her base, so Terra Steel maybe? I don't know. But we went with various colors and then chiseled the beacons, and they give out a different color beacon. So I went with this. I don't know if that will work when we get ready for the tier 5 the altar. We did find out as Mekle tried to chisel his glowstone, and yeah, once you chisel the glowstone to something other than the vanilla, it's no longer a tier 3 altar at that point. So very, very strange. Alright, so I need to go ahead and do some of this. Let's move my night vision guy right there. And you can go over out of the way too. So let's go ahead and plop my altar right there. I set up altars for everybody. Show what I did for these guys. You just come in here, right click, and there you're all ready to build your own altar. And Nepo and Mekle came on, and I talked him through getting the first couple tiers going. But it's time to do that myself. So let's see. First, I need to give it some blood. So let's make... Oh yeah, showing off in here. This is the portal hub, where you can just fall down as you come in, or you jump up and go away. Alright, so let's see. I need to make a... sacrifice. That's right. It's the sacrificial knife. I keep thinking dagger sacrifice, but no, that's the other thing we need. I just need one of these. So let's go ahead and make one of these guys. Achievement! Alright, do I need to... Let's see. No, I don't know if it actually is bound or anything, but we'll give it a whirl and see. Ooh, a little bit of blood. But you notice, I've got regen going on. I've got regen because of the RF Tools setup, and that should give me everything I need here. I'm going to need some bits. Let's see, I need... Take a quick look here. Orb. I'm going to need a diamond, yes, and an emerald and a gold block. So let's go ahead and do those. Diamond, gimme, and an emerald. I could just steal that from Rhinook's spot. Gold. Let's see, one of you. Although I don't know if I'm going to get to that in this first cut, but let's just see. Up we go. Put a little bit more in there, and now let's put the diamond in. and let that start converting into my first orb. Oh. Ooh, very close. Have heart. Are you going to convert? Are you converting? I see no particle effects. So it worked! I just had to give it some time, and I also changed my video settings to fancy instead of fast, and that's why you can see it spinning around, because that's so fancy. So, I can right-click the altar here. Right-click, give me the orb, and we take a quick look. It is not bound to anybody, and now it is. It's owned by me. Alrighty, so I now have an orb. Then comes the next thing of I need to increase these, or not increase these, I need to turn these from plain cobblestone into slates. The runes, I need to make slates to make the runes so that I can make a tier 2 altar. You can see where Nepo over here has already upgraded his. He's got 2 rows going. So yeah, that's what I need to do next. I need to make some of those. And if I look at my recipes, let's see, orbs, let's look at runes. And yay, runes finally figured out. So make some of these. Needs 2 of those. Let's see, sigils. I want to make me a divination sigil, and I just need a regular blank slate. So let's do that first. Oop, get back up there, you. And let's move this out of the way, and let's put in a bit of stone, get that converted. Make sure that the altar has plenty of ouch blood. Ouch. And we'll get that going. Trying to do... Oh, there. Done. Already. Good. Let's grab that back. Doing this without the regeneration would be such a pain. And I'm so glad we can get that going here. Let's see. I want that sigil there. And there's my orb. Alright. Divination sigil. Because if I right click, current essence 200 life points in my network, but if I right click on the altar, it is a tier 1 altar. So I need to go ahead and upgrade this. I need to upgrade a whole bunch of these, but let's not do this manually because that's a bad thing. I'm going to go ahead and put an item conduit there. And, oh, there's my chest, so I don't need to switch. And put a chest there. And let's do an item conduit over here. No, not in. Shift click on, and a chest here. Okay, so you are going to input the stuff there. And you're going to extract, but we're going to put an item filter. So you don't grab that, and you don't grab that. Alrighty. And you are going to extract, and you are going to insert. Alright, so now I can put in, say, 2 of those. And why are you out? Why did you go through here? You're not supposed to go through there. I put a little thing. Oh, I want to blacklist this. Alright, so let's drop those 2 in. They get stuck onto the altar, and they will start getting processed through. And if I take a look at my divination sigil here, it shows the blood is going down in the altar. Okay, technically it's life points, but I'm going to say blood more time than not. So we'll just let these process through. In fact, I'm going to have to let 16. There they went. I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of these. Let's see, I just did that many, so we'll do a few more. Alright, gotta let this process. Alright, all those just finished, so now I have 16 slates. Let's stack that up. I need to turn these into runes. Okay, so I got the wrong thing on here. Rune. Gonna do just basic ones. Let's see, put that there, and then go, whoops, they're all there. Alright, there's my 8. Give me back that. Alright, so quick and soon we will have a tier 2. Gdunk, gdunk, gdunk. Steal back my gold there, because it's so precious. I must save the gold. And you over here, you can go away too. Gadunk. And if I take a look, it's now tier 2. All right, that's good. That is good to have. In fact, I'm going to, next, let's do the emerald, because that's, all right, let's whitelist in here so it doesn't get instantly yanked away. All right, so now that'll process through. And while that's doing that, let's take a look. Orb. And that one requires 5,000 life points, which should be easy because we got more than that in there. Yeah. So I'll just let that go ahead and do its thing until it's processed. All right, it just finished. So let's put some more blood back in the altar. And grab my new, chest. There's my new orb. Let's go ahead and bind it to me. And yep, that is me. All right, I am going to edit this so that, no, not you, you. All right, so I can put that in place, come on, right there, and that will slowly drain the blood out of my altar and put it into my network. You can see the LPs are going down, and if we look at my network, it is going up. All right. We'll let that go, and then I need to figure out a bunch more runes, I think. Okay, if you look there in the top left corner, there's a little tiny measuring bar or something or other that shows how much blood is in my network, and you can see it's tapped out all the way. In fact, if I right click in the air, 25,000 life points, so it's full. And if we check the altar, it's not going down anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up the altar. Ouch, 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 ouch. Make sure it's full of blood, because to get the runes I'm looking for, I need a decent amount of blood in my altar. There. It's full. I'm looking at making runes of sacrifice. I think I'll surround all of these with runes of sacrifice next. And to do that, if we take a look back here again, that requires 2 of these reinforced slates, which is 2,000 life points each. And to get that, I need a blank slate, which is 1,000. The altar holds 10. There's 10 stone in there, so I should be able to just grab this, and all 10,000 points that are in the altar should turn these into slates, and I can go off and make some dinner. Because yum! Dinner was delicious. Lamb tips, nicely cooked up with stompat and gravy, and a caprese salad. Mmm, delicious. And I have leftovers for tomorrow, which is also good. You can see it's night, and I took my night vision what's it off, so you can get a little more atmosphere of what's going on here. Also, I have 4 stacks of slates, blank slates, all done. I need to go ahead and convert some of these into the higher slates because I'm doing sacrifice, which needs the reinforced. So I need a lot. All right, gonna be doing that. These should be the last 4 runes I need to make this a tier 3 altar. Blink, 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 bunk. Oops, too much of my gold. Come back, gold. Gotta be careful how fast I swing my pick. All right, so rune up. All right, where did I chop it? Oh, didn't need it there. Come back here, you. All right. And let's go ahead and slap these 2 in, and that should now be a tier 3. Let's take a quick look. Survey says tier 3. All right, good. I went with a pattern here of a little bit of acceleration to, or is these efficiencies? Yeah. Went to speed runes to speed things up so that the processing goes faster, as well as some sacrificing. So that should make the rest of the process go quicker. At this point, the next is going to be 25,000 blood in the altar, and that's far more than I have. And so I was thinking it's time to start sacrificing others rather than myself, because you know, this is such a kind and peaceful mod. Let's do that. Let's put that in the blacklist so it doesn't get slurped out, and dink that in. That should turn into my dagger of sacrifice. I don't remember exactly how much blood it requires. I think it's like 5,000 or something, but I should have sufficient in the altar. There it goes. Dagger of sacrifice. So now, when any mob is right here on top of or next to the altar, and I stab him, he will go ahead and die and plop his blood into the altar. Yeah, sounds great. It's a little thundery, but I'm gonna get rid of it. Rain, rain, go away! Yeah. Seems to be clearing up a little bit. And it's gone. There we go. Pretty nice. Yep, a little cystis stick. Yeah, nice to have. And behind me, you can see I've done a few things. Let's show off what I did, because I was saying I don't want to cut myself each time. I'll cut somebody else. Oh yeah. So inside there is a tier 5 villager spawner, and I've got it hooked up using the wireless, and over here is the transmitter with a nice little button, and they just kind of get pushed down right here on top of the altar. Speaking of the altar, let's take a quick look. It's tier 3, we haven't changed that, but 0 life points in it. Let's turn that on for a second, and he spawns. That's all I need. Turn that off. And here's why it's great to have somebody here with your dagger of sacrifice. Excuse me, who would like to die? Raise your hand. Oh, you do, okay. And he put some blood in the altar. Let's take a quick look. 6,000 life points because of all these upgraded runes of sacrifice here are making his 2,000 into 6. That's mighty nice. So I'm going to go ahead and store up a bunch of these guys, maybe 15, 20. Hey, you're not supposed to be up there. 15 or 20 of these guys, and I should have plenty of blood available for me. Yep, I think that's enough right there. Yep, that should be enough for me to go ahead and get my tier 3 orb. And you don't have to fight yourselves, guys. You can all just go in, you'll all fit. Come on, just one at a time. Anyway, we'll let them do their thing, and I'm going to go ahead and start. Let's see, where did I put it? That's where I put it. Right, let's whitelist this, or it will disappear. Yes, yes, yes. I need a sound muffler for these guys. Alright, you don't want to hear all the rest of this. Oh, that took far less time than I thought. There is my Magician's Orb. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and right-click that. Did that work? I didn't see any... Oh, yeah, okay, it worked. I just didn't pay attention to it. And I'm going to upgrade this, so now that can stay in my altar. And I wonder, let's see how much blood is in here right now. About 9,000. Can this hold more, or do I need to do the runes that will upgrade? I mean, this here. That's what I'm... Oh yes. Okay. So my network can hold far more. So that's good. Let's go ahead and sacrifice a few of these guys and fill up my network. Let's take a quick look. Oh yeah, the bar on the side says maybe a quarter of the way. So yep, gonna go ahead and fill that up. I haven't got anything right now that's gonna drain that, but that will certainly change. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a sword, because the next tier is going to require some weak blood shards, and I don't have any of those right now. So yeah, yep. Sorry guys, you're gonna have to all be sacrificed for a good cause. My power. Excuse me. Well, only a few sacrificed villagers later, and my altar is full. See, 10,000 in the altar. And my blood network is full. You can see that on the bar on the left, but if I right click here, 150,000 life points. It was 25,000. So that's what, 6 times better? So that's nice. Thanks, guys. And now I need to get back my orb. Give me my orb. Let's put the other orb in there. And I don't need that anymore because I'm not going to be stabbing myself and using my own blood. I've got you guys. So next I need to go ahead and upgrade this, which means I need a whole lot more runes here and slates for the runes, and then I need some shards on top of here. No, not shards. I need the bloodstone bricks on top of there to get that going, which means a ritual. But I think first I'm going to upgrade all these runes. And one of them, I think, will go ahead and increase the amount of life points that can be stored in the altar, if I remember right. So I'll go ahead and do some of that, but plus a bunch more sacrifice ones, because that's the name of the game. Using them. Mwah, ha 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 ha. To get the tier 4 altar going, I need the bloodstones, and I got most of the stuff in place. I've got in my hand one of these weak activation rituals, and I'm going to remember to right-click, and now it's bound to me, unlike when I last tried it and it failed completely. I also need to make a ritual diviner, and if we look at the recipe, it uses all these little inscription tool bits, which I've got in here too. So let's go ahead and drop down, hello, and make that real quick. Let's make this. Alright, so there's my ritual diviner. And I wonder if I right click, does that matter? Nah, it doesn't look like it's really attached. So let's go ahead, and I need the ritual of binding is what I need. I've got a master ritual stone, a bunch of other ritual stones, diamond sword. Let's go ahead and do this thing. I'm gonna put it above the center here because I think anybody should be able to use it. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll put it about right there. And the master stone goes there. That can go away. And at this point, I should be able to just right-click this guy. And there goes the runes. Jigga jigga jigga. Is it all done? I think it's all done. Looks like it's all done. Alright, so that can go away. That can go away. There's my activation. Let's see. If I right-click and activate, yep, that does. And I do think this can be used by multiple people. I'm going to go with that and pretend that's the truth. Alright, I am going to toss the diamond sword in here and then move out of the way. Yeah, boom. I should get a sword when it's all done. Yep. There's my sword. Alright, so only slightly caught things on fire, but that's okay. It's eat a little food because yum 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 salmon. So here's my sword, and as you can see, bound to nobody, and it's an orb, which is kind of funky. But if I right click it, it's now bound to me, and I believe if I shift right click, now it's a blade. If I grab my sigil, you can look at my points in my life pool, and I thought that was going to go down over time. Nope. Oh well, I thought that was going to do it. Anyway, I'm now going to take this over here where I've got a bunch of villagers because I don't need the blood. I need weak blood shards that they will drop if you occasionally stab them with a blade. So I'm going to go ahead and occasionally stab. No, I don't want lungs. There's a weak blood shard. Alright, I need one, but, you know, why stop with one? I'm going to kill them all. Okay, one little bit of carnage later. I'm guessing maybe 50 or so of them, and 26 of the weak blood shards, which is far more than I really need, but you know, hey, overdoing. And let's come in here and make some of the blood shard goodness. So go away. I need one of you and a stone. There. 32. Yes, 32 of them from one, and I have 25 more. Lots. Okay, so this I'm going to put here, and dink, you go there. Dunk. Dink. And a bunk. Alright, I think that should do it. So if we take a quick look at the divination sigil, tier 4. Alright, tier 4. That's good. These look kind of dorky, though. But, oh well. Next, I should get rid of this temporary villager setup and set up an actual spawner that will allow me to collect mob drops. And they're not, the mob drops don't care, but their blood using a ritual underneath the altar. But I think I need to get a orb first. Get a new tier, get a new orb. Well, taking a look at the recipe, the Master Blood Orb, which is the tier 4 orb, requires a weak blood shard. No problem, got that. 40,000 life points. 40,000 life points. The altar holds 10. Well, the good news is one villager plus all my runes of sacrifice is 10,000. Probably far more. And so, yeah, got my Master Blood Orb all good and going. Alright, that can go back there. Let's right click this so it's bound to me. Yep, sure enough, bound to me. And we'll go ahead and set this up here so that that will stay in. And let's suck up a little bit more experience, blood, into the network. You can see the bar on the side is just a tiny bit full, so yeah, I'm gonna have to send some of these guys off to their eternal reward. Bye. Look how fast that just drains it down. That's 10,000. That's a lot of blood. You got a lot of blood. And the last. And doot. There. That should get me a tier 5 since I've got all those there. Let's take a quick gander. Survey says tier 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be 5. I bet you it's because these are chiseled. I bet you. Alright, let me find my chisel and de-chisel them and put them back. 3 and 4. Alright, so got all the beacons in place. Grab my divination sigil, and survey says, yep, it's tier 5. So yeah, confirmed. You can't have the chiseled ones. It's got to be the basic. So no cool black and blue and yellow. It's got to be white. Okay, well, now we know. Okay, I went with a few more speed runes to speed up the process. I think that may be enough sacrifice ones. These are all the superior capacity runes. The idea is to get the tier 6 going, I need 15 million in my blood network, and that's far more than what I have right now, which looks like 1 million. In fact, I need lots and lots more. But first, I need to get me some more blood and a new orb. Need to get the tier 5 orb. Got to figure out what that is. So this is what it needs, the demon blood shard, which means I've got to summon one of the big nasties, and that's not happening today. So instead, what I think I need to do is move all this down below, and I need a ritual in place to do that. Got my stones, got my diviner here, and let's see, what are you set to? Let's see, right click full screen. I want the Well of Suffering. Whoops, went past it. come on, come on. Where are you? Up, and I went through it again. Okay. There we go. Stopped on it. Okay, so I'm planning on putting it down below and having my spawner down here. Not 100% sure what I'm going to have spawn, but probably villagers. So let's just let that go. You're not what I thought you were. Let's keep going. Oh, why am I retro? No. Alright, let's break all you back up. And let's try this with less goof. Alright. Make. That's different. That's different. That's better. Did that do everything it needs to do? Yep, looks like it did. If we pop back out, you can see where I popped out a little bit of the gold so that that would be in the right spot. So yeah, that should work. And I need my weak activation ore. There we go. Let's zip underneath and tell it to begin. Gimme. There we go. And you can hear the ritual is taking effect. And there's the phone that should never ring while I'm recording. I think I'm done for this episode. You can see the villagers behind there are done with this episode too. They're just dying to get out of it as fast as possible. I did put a little vacuum chest there and connected it to an ender chest, so it just sucks it into the network. And I like the little glitch. It makes it look like some of the villagers are running away before they die. But yeah, it's working. I am going to put my blood source underneath, and I still don't know. I could do villagers. Oh, he's trying to escape. Nope, haha, died. I could do villagers. I've done chickens. You know, it's a good source of chicken meat, which is, you know, yum yum yum. I've got the soul shard for Enderman and for clay golems. I still don't know what to do. Something at least that would provide a resource while they are sacrificing themselves and giving me blood. Maybe a cow. Yeah, I'll have to ponder it and build the piece underneath so that I can get rid of this up above and it'll look nicer again. Yeah, and if you hadn't noticed, I was thinking that these runes of the superior capacity would increase the size of my blood network. No, it's increasing the size of the LP that can be stored in my altar. So with all these in place, it went ahead and jumped from 10,000 life points to over 400,000, which is nice because I've gone through and made a bunch of the sigils in place, but no, I to get the tier 6, I need a much bigger network of blood, and I have to look up and figure out which rune it is I need, because this is not the one. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here on the Modsauce2 server, killing lots of villagers and having lots of fun with blood magic. Thanks for watching. Bye.